Hey Leo, I hope you guys are doing really well. I want to go ahead and get into your reading for the month of February 2020. First card out you have is the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. The Hermit is a card of deep contemplation, soul searching, going within to fortify yourself because you know what you're moving towards is going to essentially require you to be very much capable. I feel like also with that, like other people needing to look up to you in a certain way as well. Okay, Leo? Show me more for Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, February 2020. Show me more for Leo. So you have the Empress coming, Taurian energy. So the Empress is about stability. It's about foundations. It is about new beginnings, pregnancy, motherhood. It's abundant energy, feeling very heightened in that abundant energy within your life. Essentially here as well, just on a side note, like what are you needing in your life to fix that energy? What are you needing in your life to change so that you can actually start to have different outcomes, outcomes that have more so in connection and relevance with abundance, with happiness, with being satisfied in your life. Some of you are literally looking into motherhood as well. Show me more for Leo. You have the Six of Swords coming through. Six of Swords. Six of Swords indicates an energy where we are relinquishing our energy, our emotion towards something. We're moving away from choppy waters. We're finding ease in our mind and in our heart on an emotional level. It's getting away from situations that cause us to be in our mind. I'm looking at Marcel. My fair Marcel. He wants to say hi. Oh, sorry. All right. Thank you. You have the Moon, Piscean energy, Cancerian energy. This card indicates emotional confusion, okay? I feel when I first started this reading, and I'm going to do it now, I feel like we need to do a Celtic cross. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that energy presented now. Yeah, it feels like the crux of this energy is to get away from a situation, to move forward towards things that are better for yourself and stabilize your energy. In the past, it feels like there's a lot of emotional confusion in regard to a situation. But what is on the horizon now is the Eight of Pentacles. So this essentially calls for a dedication in regard to what you contribute in your life. Is this work? Is this personal pursuits? What is this? Because right now I'm feeling like we're looking into ourselves in regard to how to change our experience here, how to let go of situations that have been problematic in our lives, whether they be people, job situations, places in our mind and our heart where we don't trust ourselves. Those types of energies need to leave. Some of you, like I said, it is an evaluation in regard to pregnancy. Do I keep a baby? Show me what's coming. What is coming? What's future energy here for Leo? Oh. So you have the Knight of Cups coming. Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It is a card of connection. It's a card of somebody wanting to go out with you, somebody wanting to share time, have a drink, somebody who wants to lay it on thick in regard to what they think about you. But I would say, you know, it might be genuine. It might need to be taken with a grain of salt. But either way, the Knight of Cups is not a terrible energy to be moving towards. It's a card of engagement. And I don't mean like put a ring on it, but like engagement, like I'm engaging a person, I'm connecting with them. Like that's easy to do. It's nice. Show me where Leo is in their mind, in their heart. You have the Death card here, Leo. Scorpionic energy. The Death card is not a bad card. A lot of people get freaked out about the Death card. The Death card is essentially where we are choosing to release things that no longer work for us, choosing to let go of patterns. It's allowing things to die and be reborn. It's allowing ourselves to change the pace of things. Sometimes it's drastic, sometimes it's incremental. It really depends on your situation. But if you're in that position, I feel like you are releasing a lot of old baggage, so you can actually have the potential for something new to come through here that you can cultivate. I'm very curious about the Knight of Cups, though, why that's in your potential future. Show me what's coming towards Leo. So what's coming towards you is the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands is an energy of conflict. It's an energy of competition, competing with people, needing to have the last say, needing to have the last word. It's not seeing eye to eye with folks. It's too many cooks in the kitchen, too many side energies trying to dictate things to you, or it just could be that you're in conflict with somebody and you're not interested. The Knight of Cups also may be a situation where somebody is offering you something and you're just not interested at all, especially with the Death card and the Five of Wands. It's like, I have other things to do. I've got work. I've got focus. It's like you're hyper-focused on something. All right. Fears, hopes, concerns, potentials for Leo. You have the King of Pentacles here. So in regard to a work situation, it could be connections with a new boss. It could be fortifying your relationship with your old boss, your current boss. It could you be being the boss. And it could also be an energy where we are dealing with, where we're taking, you have the Empress, you have the King of Pentacles. These are energies where we take the reins, we make things happen. It's not just a handout. Like you have to work your ass off for things, but it happens because you made it happen. You did it, you know, on your own. Some of you, I feel like you may just not be interested in relationships at this time. You know, you may have potential for that. You may have opportunities where people are offering that to you, but it doesn't mean you have to take it, okay? If you're in enough conflict within yourself, that's a potential for you just to remove yourself from a situation. It's not necessary for you to go into it any further with anybody. But either way, it feels like you are going to be very dutiful in the direction that you are moving towards, whatever it may be. So show me the outcome here for Leo. Nine of Pentacles. So doing it on your own, doing what you need to do on your own, you know. And I know not everybody wants to hear that. I know a lot of people are looking for love. I'm probably, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm not the best reader if you want to come look for love. I know there's a lot of other readers out there that, you know, emphasize that. You might want to check them out, you know, but that's not how I go. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. That's not the focus of my readings, though. That's not the focus. So let's go ahead and clarify some things here, just because it seems like you're choosing to be on your own. It could be somebody that you've dealt with choosing to be on their own as well. But what I feel here is like a redirection and focus. Like you are taking care of yourself because you're making sure what you need to get involved in in your life. It's like you're taking the reins of your life and changing things, Leo, but you're also not letting anybody get in your way, which is good, which is good. All right. Show me the Hermit here for Leo. Show me the Hermit for Leo. Why is the Hermit here for Leo, please? So you have the Three of Swords here coming out in reverse here, Leo. No, you can't see it very well. The Three of Swords coming out in reverse is an energy that's telling me that you have gotten a new perspective on your emotions, your feelings, how you look at love, how you look at life. It's an energy that kind of indicates that you've come from a place of problematic situations with people, disconnect, but enough time has happened where you're not feeding into that anymore. You're not like actually being ruled by that energy. You know, the Three of Swords upright is where that pain is fresh. It hurts. It's hard to get past. You know, you're cycling through it. In reverse, it's having a sense of freedom from that energy. It's knowing that you can move forward from it and taking your time. And I feel like I don't necessarily see the Empress here as the obstacle. I see this as the gain. I see this as the goal. Okay. So let's check out the Empress, please, for Leo. So here, Leo, you have the Nine of Cups, you've got the Judgment card, and you have the Three of Pentacles, okay? For the Empress. So Judgment here. Let's go for Judgment because it's a major arcana. She's a major arcana. Let's go for that energy first. Those are life lessons, big life lessons. It's in regard to judgment towards what you make a priority in your life, what stabilizes you. It feels like you need to focus on work, or somebody that is here needs to focus on work. Here we have the Three of Pentacles indicating a connection that happens either through work, or it's basically people connecting to, I'm sorry for the glare, it's basically people connecting to be on the same page with each other and to make things happen. The Nine of Cups here is about abundance, happiness, emotional stability, emotional connection. It's feeling at ease with people in our lives. It's learning to trust, seeing eye to eye with people that we love, you know, but it's also a card of satisfaction. The Empress is a card of satisfaction. It's not a bad thing. It's a healthy selfish, but it's not even selfish. It's just nurturing. How do you go about nurturing yourself? What goals do you need to set to help that sink in? What communication do you need to have with yourself where maybe you can reroute some of the things that you say to yourself or about yourself? How do you speak to yourself? How do you think about yourself? You know, some people like hate themselves. They're like, fuck you, you stupid bitch. I can't believe you did that. I can't believe I did that. You know, and they like, they hold on to it. Like, that's not okay. Like, you've got to be careful about that stuff. How you talk to yourself actually has a really big effect on your life, okay? Let's check out this Six of Swords here for Leo. Show me the Six of Swords. What are we moving away from? What are we easing our hearts and our minds from? Show me the Six of Swords for Leo. So you have the Five of Cups here, Leo. The Five of Cups is a card of regret. It's a card of sadness. It's a card of feeling like you are, you know, it can be a card of guiltiness. It can be, you know, where we are just regretful about a situation that didn't work out. We've had to let it go, whatever it may be, whatever you're moving away from. And it could literally be a Virgo or a Taurus, but whatever you're moving away from, that's difficult to do. It's difficult to do because it feels like a considerable loss, which may also be fueling why you are so, or whoever this is for, is so resistant to get involved with somebody again. It's like, no, I got shit to do, homie. No. Show me the Moon. It's very interesting too, just because so many of these readings are showing an energy, like a very, very specific energy is coming through with so many of these readings in regard to people potentially offering you like new connections, dating, like new options or potentials. And people are like, no, I got shit to do. Like I'm busy. I have too much to do in my life, which is kind of cool. Like, I like that energy. I like that energy a lot, actually. I wish that were more present for people, just because so many people are like hung up on like, no, I have to get in a relationship. It's like, why do you have to? Like, if you feel like you have to, maybe you're not ready. So for the moon coming out, this emotional confusion, you have the 9 of Pentacles. Now, I will say here, Leo, 9 of Pentacles twice in this reading. It's the outcome as well, okay? 9 of Pentacles indicates aloneness, singularity. It indicates being okay with where you're at in your life. It's a card typically of feeling satisfied, but it's also a card that can lead us to being driven. Okay, you have the 8 of Pentacles. You've got the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you don't have the 10 yet. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Like, you're striving for that. You're striving for happiness. You're striving for stability in situations. You're striving for actual connections that make sense and that give you back what you give them. Show me the 8 of Pentacles here for Leo. So for the 8 of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands and you have the Moon. So we're just coming from the Moon now, and we're still carrying the Moon with us. The Moon is about emotional disruption. It's about emotional confusion. I feel somebody may be like just wholeheartedly putting themselves into work because their emotions are kind of fucked up. That's okay, but I'm saying address your emotions as well. Pay attention to what's going on inside of yourself so you have an understanding. You're not just like shoving it down and pretending it doesn't exist. You know, I feel here that a lot of you are going to be struck with a lot of creativity, a lot of inspiration that's going to be fueled into your work, or that's going to fuel your work, which again is really nice. It shows a lot of dedication to what you contribute to, what you bring into this world. But it feels like it's kind of being born from pain, sadness. That's fine. Let that be the catalyst, you know. Check out the Knight of Cups here. What's up with the Knight of Cups? Why is the Knight of Cups coming in the future for Leo? You have the 9 of Wands here coming for the Knight of Cups. So it's interesting. Okay, so the 9 of Wands essentially talks about somebody that is battle weary. They've gone through the shitter. They've been dragged through the mud. They've dealt with a lot of problems, okay? And they're kind of tired of problems. It's like they'll get up and fight if they have to, but if they don't have to, I'd rather not. You know, it's that kind of energy. With the 9 of Wands, it's interesting. The 9 of Wands for me, a lot of people say it's the card of being defensive. And while I think that that has merit, I also feel like it's a card of creating really healthy boundaries in regard to ourselves and with people, whatever it may be. But there's a necessity to create boundaries with people that actually stick. In a way, I feel, you know, you could be dealing with somebody from the past that wants to apologize or connect with you. But what I'm feeling here is that things are just kind of, nope, I'm not interested type of energy. I'm just not interested. It may be a very harsh, I'm not interested, I got shit to do. That's kind of what I'm feeling here, Leo, which is kind of cool. But, you know, again, not everybody's the devil, not everybody's terrible. Just go slow. Show me the death card here for Leo. Show me the death card for Leo. So you have the sun coming out here, Leo, with a death card. So, you know, after a period of loss, which doesn't necessarily have to be the end of the world. Sometimes it's an intentional loss. Sometimes we create a decrease of energy. We, you know, streamline things. But what I'm feeling here is that after things change, you're going to have a lot of happiness in regard to the direction that you are solidifying as this plays out. You're going to have a lot of happiness here. I feel like there's a lot of energy that has been cloudy that will uncloud. I guess the skies will be not as cloudy. That's what I feel like. Show me the 5 of Wands. Show me the 5 of Wands for Leo. So you have the Two of Swords here coming out for the Five of Wands. If you have been in conflict with somebody, this is indicating that you may just shut them down, shut the situation down. There may be distance between the two of you. This may be a situation where somebody wants to communicate with you again, but it feels like you're not ready for that, or you're not interested in that. It's kind of just shutting the energy down because it's too problematic. It's too much of a conflict. And I feel that that's playing out here in a lot of ways. So it's like you're just using your reserves towards what makes sense for you. Some of that will be work. Some of that will be stabilizing your home. But again, I feel like the focus here is the Empress. This is the goal. It feels like this is the goal now. Not a bad goal at all. Show me the King of Pentacles. So for the King of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting. Now, you know, oftentimes people will say, oh, that's, you know, two people falling in love, or that's whatever it may be, like two people of the same suit. What I feel here, though, is I feel a balance that's happening here, Leo, between how you utilize your time, your effectiveness, how you stabilize your situation. It seems like there's going to be, like you're unstoppable. That's what it feels like. It's like I'm unstoppable in regard to getting what you want. And I think that that's actually really important to mention here. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, if that is the energy that's being expressed or shown through you, it's basically when we become imbalanced, not imbalanced, but in balance. So we are balanced within ourselves, within the situation, within our life. It's where somebody knows how to work, they know how to put food on the table, they do all of it themselves. Again, it is very much this type of energy, this Taurian energy. Again, you could also be dealing with a Taurus, but I feel that this is more so you coming into what you need. For this to be in hopes and fears, potentials, I feel that it may be a bit of an integration in regard to how you juggle your time, you juggle your energy, how you make things happen. But I feel like that direction and trajectory has already been started, and I feel like you're on that and making it happen. Please show me the Nine of Pentacles here for Leo. Nine of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is where we are potentially making really good money. It's where we are giving ourselves the best possible opportunities to make money, to clear our finances of like debt. It's new opportunities. It's new potential land, new jobs, new situations, new business ventures, things that you do on your own. Entrepreneurial work as well. This may be why the King and Queen of Pentacles are showing up. Show me energy for Leo. What message does Leo need to hear? It's too many cards. I'm not taking all of those cards. Show me how to keep my thumb moist so I can shuffle these cards. Show me for Leo. I will take that. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Absolutely. This is about you. This is all about you. It's the you show, Leo. You should love this. Fucking love Leos. But yeah, it's about you. It's about what you want and getting it. I think you're not going to be distracted. Like you're putting your energy towards yourself. It feels like distractions are not helpful to you at this point, and you're actually actively pushing them away. So that's good. That's a self-care technique that a lot of people don't use. So let's go ahead and get some advice for this reading. Show me advice here for Leo, please. Show me advice for Leo. You have the Eight of Wands with the Hierophant. So the Eight of Wands, it's an interesting card. I feel like was it out here before? No, it wasn't. But the Eight of Wands, I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card where we are, we are worried about things. We don't know how situation's going to go. We don't know the outcome. We are stuck in the web of confusion in regard to something. You kind of have to let that go. You have to let that go. I feel here, especially with the Hierophant, some of you are working in different, like public sectors. Some of you are working within different things that are going to stabilize your life. I know the Hierophant, a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's a card of marriage and commitment. Well, it can be. What I'm feeling here is that it's talking about a dedication and commitment to what you want to move forward towards, your job, your livelihood, what makes sense to you on a financial level. This reading is very much about finance, getting your life together, and it's also about going after what makes sense for you, being very diligent and being prosperous. I feel like you have a lot of prosperity coming for you, Leo. There's a lot of positive energy here. I think this is literally about, setting boundaries in regard to what you put your energy towards and who you put your energy towards. And I feel it's also a reading of balancing out your own energies in regard to what makes sense for you. It's like having to be mother and father. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So I'm going to go ahead and let this reading go. I hope that this was helpful. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. I think I'm going to name that the title. Might not. Who knows? So I'm going to let it go here. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to donate, there is a link in the description box below. And I will be back in a couple of weeks for the second reading of February. All right. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.